So let's move on to what is Snooze. But before we do that, we actually need to check out the interlude, which is Dawn. So yeah, apologies for that. Didn't realize that I almost missed it. Oh. That sounds so beautiful. And those little hits that echo, like, it's almost feeling like the ground is shaking. It almost feels like it's always the darkest before the dawn, but dawn is coming. Shout out to Harvey Kent. Oh. Damn. That was fucking incredible. Let's jump into Snooze. Holy shit. So, before we actually get started, I do remember when I reacted to Hegem, it was either Hegem or Amygdala. I saw an article that talks about what is the amygdala, of course, but also I believe Jungi talked about how the song is for those who are like aspiring idols, but people who are at the start of their way and like don't focus so much on the chaos. The song is almost like supposed to give you a bit of comfort and just put the snooze button on, basically, instead of waking up super early because of that alarm. Like pretty much like this song, and also like already seeing like the first verse. This song is like kind of like the equivalent of if Jungi were to talk to an aspiring idol or an artist in general, to have a conversation with them and kind of like give him some advice about what's to come. And yes, it will be hard and you might crash, but don't make my mistakes. And basically it's okay to rest. It's okay to put that snooze button on. And it's okay to, don't kill yourself doing this, because you're doing this for the reason because it's your dream, but don't let your dreams actually kill you. So that's what I kind of remember-ish. So let's go back.
당신의 등 뒤엔 항상 내가 있으니 너무 걱정은 마라. 추락이 두렵다면 기꺼이 받아줄게. 그러니 나처럼 괴로워하지 마라. 꿈을 위해서 쭉 잠을 자는 그대 쉬어도 돼. 오늘만큼은 꿈조차도 꾸지 마라. 당신이 말없이 옅은 미소를 내게 띄워줄 때 그제서야 비로소 마음이 조금 놓여. 많이 힘들 수도 있어. 내가 걸어왔던 이 길이 꽃길 같아 보였겠지만 사방이 저기 가시밭길이었단 걸 알고 시작하길 꽃을 뿌려주는 일을 절대 너는 잊지 말기. 웃고 있을 때 우는 일을 절대 잊지 마. 그들은 네 미소에 하루를 살아가니까. 반복되는 일종 속 내가 지워질 때 벅찬다면 괜찮아. 그대 조금 쉬어도 돼. 그대 울어줘. 세상이 미워질 때 널 반기던 손이 손가락질로 변했을 때 한숨 크게 쉬고 시발 족간 내 외출도 때 너 또한 누구와 다르지 않은 사람에게 이 괴롭고 외로운 길을 넌 왜 선택했을까. 그 이후로 시간이 지나도 절대 잊지 마. 당신들의 꿈들이 꿈들로만 남지 않게. 언제 어디서든 나 당신들을 응원할게.
I've heard about the Rose. I'm very happy to finally have a little bit of a sneak peek at Woo-sung. Damn.
당신의 등 뒤에 항상 내가 있으니 너무 걱정은 말아 추락이 두렵다면 기꺼이 받아줄게
And even the way his tone changes, it's more comforting.
잠을 자는 그대 쉬어도 돼 오늘만큼은 꿈조차도 꾸지 마라 당신이 말없이 옅은 미소를 내게 띄워줄 때 그제서야 비로소 마음이 조금 놓여 이곳은 총성 없는 전쟁터야 같은 동료들이 적야 숫자가 보여주는 잔인하고도 이쁜 선악 남을 죽이지 못하면 내가 죽어야 돼이 바닥은 링이 아닌데 왜 누굴 죽여야 해 단순히 좋아했던 일이 조금은 싫어질 때 바람들이 바람에 사무쳐 휩쓸려갈 때 괜찮아 지나보면 모든 것이 추억이고 수업이 돼 잊지 마라 세상은 네 내심이 그리 길진 않아 남의 논란에 절대 웃지 말게 너 또한 그 순간이 올지 모르니 너의 성공은 목줄이자 족쇄가 될 거거든 더 외출 타는 기분들이 너를 옥죄일 거야 그냥 크게 웃어줘 세상이 떠나가듯 그냥 버텨줘 당신이 어디 있든 당신들의 꿈들이 꿈들로만 남지 않게 언제 어디서든 나 당신들을 응원할게
Oh my god, the post-chorus. This is the chorus, yeah, I know, but looking at the repetition, damn. Woo-sung's voice is beautiful. The repetition is so symbolic though, because it's so easy to forget. Damn.
그대의 창조와 삶의 끝에 함께하길 Dream 그대의 자리가 어딜지라도 관대하길 Dream 결국 실현의 끝에 만개하길 Dream
Damn.
시작은 미약할지언정 끝에 창대하길 Dream 떨어질 때 받아줄게 무지개 끝에 닿았을 때 더 나갈게 나를 보고 꿈을 꾸고 있는 당신의 등 뒤엔 항상 내가 있으니 너무 걱정은 마라 추락이 두렵다면 기꺼이 받아줄게 그러니 나처럼 괴로워하지 마라 꿈을 위해서 쪽잠을 자는 그대 쉬어도 돼 오늘만큼은 꿈조차도 꾸지 마라 당신이 말없이 옅은 미소를 내게 띄워줄 때 그제서야 비로소 마음이 조금 놓여 Dream
Damn. Holy shit. And the little like breathing at the end there was also very, very interesting. When you silently give me a light smile, only then I will feel a little relieved. Man, this truly feels like Jungi is like being as personal as it can be as he's like having this one-on-one talk with you. The lyrics are absolutely beautiful. If you're afraid to crash, I'll willingly receive you, which is interesting because now I'm looking at Genius.com, which says that this references Jungi's 2015 track Intro Nevermind from BTS's album The Most Beautiful Moment in Life. If you feel like you're going to crash, then accelerate more, you idiot. This is interesting because it clearly shows maturity. 8 years later, he changes from simply urging the listener to push forward to also reassure them that he will be there for them. The intro to Nevermind focuses on being young and how growing up is a never-ending struggle, whereas Snooze takes on the perspective of adulthood and how perhaps crashing is not the most terrible thing that could happen. It's okay to crash. It's okay to fail. You can't succeed without failure. There cannot be any ups without any downs. I feel like this song really amplified that sentiment so beautifully. Woo-sung's vocals, that chorus is absolutely incredible. Like even the bridge touching on the beginning might be weak, but the end may be a great dream, and the repetition of everything will be okay because it's so easy to forget. in the midst of all of the chaos. And when you're going down and you're crashing and you're burning, it's almost like in the back of your head, he's saying and he's so calmly saying it, that everything will be okay. Like it's okay to fail, especially after looking at something like Amygdala, which touches on his, in a way, like an origin story as far as like the origin of what became August D with the scar, all of his not mistakes, all of his downs that he experienced in his life, from his family and the struggles that they had to his own struggles as a trainee, the accident, um, being afraid of not being able to talk about it, being afraid of being kicked out as a trainee from BTS and everything. Um, it's it's absolutely beautiful, because it's almost like he's looking at you, almost like as a student, and he's like he's the student that became the master. Now he's looking at the new wave, the new generation, and he has so much wisdom to give you, because he also touches on your success will be your leash and shackles. The feeling of walking on a tightrope will suffocate you. Just laugh out loud. Just be yourself. Never let yourself become burned by your own success. Never let that become something that puts you down and not allows you to be yourself. Be yourself from the very beginning. Um, and I love, like, lyrically, he also did that with Polar Night, as far as like saying this is a war without guns. Here he's saying this is a battlefield without gunshots. As far as like the colleagues that you might smile to and say hi to, they would be the ones who become your enemies and try to stab you in the back. The cruel and beautiful, and evil that number show, as far as like how successful are you, as far as like the legitimate numbers of that measure your success and will either crash you or accelerate you, as far as your job is concerned, as far as like being an idol. When you hate something you simply liked, when wishes are blown away by the wind, everything becomes memories and lessons when you look past it. Don't forget the world isn't very patient. Don't ever laugh at other people's controversies. Like literally giving you like a blueprint of what kind of a person you need to be in order to be not just a successful idol, but a decent human being. If you laugh at someone else's misfortune, much like he actually said in D-Day, he said, karma might come for me. Like, because he was very sassy in something like the Agust D music video. He was going off on everyone, and now he's looking at all of those times, basically. Like, I don't have any hate in my heart. This truly kind of like sort of solidifies Jungi's Agust D's transformation from being someone who was full of like piss and vinegar, like fuck the world, fuck all of you, you who talk shit on me, like that moment in the BTS guide that we checked out where RM and Jungi were clowned by all of these rappers. Or you're an idol, you need to put your makeup on and all that kind of stuff, and he just fucking annihilated all of those people by spitting facts, basically. uh in terms of the success, in terms of where he is, where BTS is, and those idols that put makeup on. Yeah, how you like me now, bitch? That's kind of what it feels like. And now he's looking at it not from a place of regret necessarily, but you don't have to go the same route that I did. Um, yeah, these lyrics are absolutely beautiful, and he also in the first verse, uh, it might be a difficult road, the one that I walked on, and this road may have looked like a flower road, but enemies everywhere. Know that it's a thorny road when you start, because those who might throw roses at you could actually hurt you, because those roses have thorns and those hurt. So this flower road, it might look pretty. The success might be nice. You make money, you get fans, it feels like everyone loves you, but before you know it, shit can get south incredibly fast. Um, I hope you never forget the one who scatters flowers on the road. Don't forget the one who cries when you're laughing because they live a day in your smile. Damn. And oh my, when the hand that greeted you turned into a pointing finger, you can take a deep sigh and shout like it's poetry because you are no different from anyone else. Why did you choose this painful and lonely road? Never forget the reason. And that's where the whole bridge, was it bridge? Was it the bridge or was it the pre-chorus where he repeats everything will be okay? When shit gets south and you hate yourself, you hate your life, and shit gets incredibly dark and depressing, don't forget why you started in the first place. Like you knew. He pretty much tells you exactly what to look forward to on this road. When I get erased in this repeated schedule, yeah, these lyrics are absolutely incredible. So don't forget those seeds that you planted for this dream when shit gets incredibly rough. And yeah, I don't know what else to say, to be honest. This song is absolutely beautiful. Let's move on to the final song on this album, Life Goes On. The production here, it almost sounds muffled. It's like underwater or something.
세상이 내 뜻대로 안 된다 해도 우리 바람대로 며칠 밤만 새고 다시 만날 날을 너는 절대 잊지 마. 시간은 흘러가고 누군가는 잊혀가겠지. 그저 하고픈 대로 시간은 마치 파도 썰물처럼 밀려가겠지. 그래도 잊지 말고 오늘따라 멀어 보이는 현관 Life goes on, life goes on, life goes on, life goes on 모두가 떨어져 버린 이 순간 어제보다 멀어지는 우리 사이 Life goes on, life goes on, life goes on, life goes on 10년간 내가 지나간 자리 무수히 많은 상처와 영광까지 지나보니 추억의 한순간 매 순간을 마지막처럼 달려왔지만 난 아직도 겁이 나 yeah. I know 지금 이 자린 금세 추억이 돼버릴 자리 두려워하지만 내 인생의 마지막까지 끊임없이 삶은 계속될 테니까 yeah. 시간은 흘러가고 누군가는 잊혀가겠지
His singing voice just
시간은 마치 파도 썰물처럼 밀려가겠지 그래도 잊지 말고 나를 찾아줘 모두가 멈춰버려진 이 순간 오늘따라 멀어 보이는 현관 Life goes on, life goes on, life goes on, life goes on 모두가 떨어져 버린 이 순간 어제보다 멀어지는 우리 사이 Life goes on, life goes on, life goes on, life goes on, yeah.
I feel like this is like a perfect ending to this album. After all is said and done, uh, life goes on. It also kind of feels like a little bit, maybe there's a little something there for the fans and BTS in general, especially with the enlistment. And sometimes it might feel like we are very far away and we get farther and farther away from each other. Plus, in between like comebacks, by the time BTS comes back as a whole group, it'll also take a little bit of time. Um, yes, we do have BTS individually doing things, incredible things, and if I'm not mistaken, the third quarter of the year, the third quarter of the year, and then the fourth quarter of the year, we will have Jungkook working on his own thing, V working on his own thing too. This feels like the second verse feels very reminiscent as far as like the 10 years ago where I was running like it was the last time, but I'm still scared by all of the fears and thoughts and everything that I had before I knew it. Life went on, and suddenly it's just a memory. So there is one line, or a couple of lines from the first verse, which makes me feel pretty much that this is a song that touches on like the relationship between BTS, but also with the fans, with Army. I will borrow this music and give it to you. People say the world has changed. Fortunately, our relationship hasn't changed yet. Let's say goodbye, not bye. Hello. This is a reference to a verse in the BTS song by the same name, Life Goes On. Let me tell you, with this song, people say the world has changed, but thankfully, between you and me, nothing has changed. With the unyoung that we start and finish the day. The last sentence differs from the original verse. It comes full circle with the other person. Instead of a casual unyoung hello and goodbye in Korean, they greet each other with a more formal gesture, often associated with bowing. I don't know what else to say. And the intro, for some reason, we've moved away, but don't blame anyone. It's nothing between us. I said I couldn't take it off. I keep getting scared. I'm afraid we'll go far away forever. The muffled nature of the production, it's almost like the thoughts at the back of your head. It's almost like what he's trying to emphasize in the intro here. But then the actual song feels very almost like wholesome. It feels like a positive that life goes on and it's a good thing and we'll eventually, we'll meet again. Time is like a wave. It will be washed away. I don't know what else to say, honestly. This song makes me feel a lot about BTS themselves and the comeback that is going to take a little bit of time to happen until we see all of them together, which also results in Army not being able to see their group too, but there's also something positive within it. It's almost like don't cry because this is not a goodbye forever. We'll meet again. Life goes on. Even if our relationship is seemingly getting farther than yesterday, there's something that still feels positive, almost like in a realistic way. I don't know what else to say, honestly. The song was absolutely beautiful, and this entire album is an A+ for me. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. If I made any sense throughout this video, let me know in the comment section. Let me know your favorite song, your favorite lyrics, and some other things that I may have missed, because unfortunately I do not have the option to talk about each song for like 45 minutes. So I definitely missed some stuff. So let me know if I missed a favorite line or a moment that you really, really enjoyed in any of the songs. And I'll catch you all in the next one. Have a wonderful weekend, you guys. See ya.